Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Metaphor ReFantazio. Pharaoh Fiasco here. In last episode, the tournament for the throne officially began. Wait, these are our sleeping quarters? These are those capsule hotel things. Wow, alright. Well, everybody gets a berth, I guess. And this is, the galley, maybe? Bookshelf. Cloth-covered device. There's some sort of strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Nurse's inventions in the making. Alright, so that's something that's going to become available to us as the game progresses, I guess. But I can't believe we have to live in capsule hotels! So one for Gallica, one for Hulkenberg, one for Leon, and one for us. But this is our gauntlet runner, which was... And here it is. So this is a cloth-covered device. Wow. All right. Well. Central corridor. So we're underneath it. All our action is going on down there.
What's this?
A big barrel. It's probably some kind of gun. Wow. This is quite the gauntlet runner. Well, the driver makes me a little nervous. So this is in the demo, sometimes this particular scene would flash. Though we were on that side actually. So whatever that thing is, it was active. So she wants to see the engine room. More's down here. Ooh, what's this? Washing machine? Oh, can we purify from here? A machine that does laundry, handmade by Nurse. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. So we can purify our own stuff here for free, I guess? The beating heart, literally. Wonder what makes this thing run. It's probably some sort of concentration of magla or something.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me! Looks like that pipe's in here, too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see. Yep, called it. Everything runs on magla in this world. Used to be, you take your life in your hands when you travel to the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft a bit more with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream, which again can't be flight because flight is clearly something that machines in this world are capable of. Luis flew in to the thing that precursor event to taking down Zorba. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next 2 days and nights. Hopefully it'll raise one of our royal virtues. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Okay, so the thing can't go in perpetuity. It'll probably overheat or something. And we have to stop at night, probably at those camps. Gauntlet Runner activities. You will continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. There's things we can do on the Gauntlet Runner we can't in town? Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. So now we have to pick something to do. I'm very curious about this washing machine. Upright cleaning tool. So we can clean the place. Bag of cotton. He doesn't know what a beanie bag is. else? There's... And the washing machine. It's Nurse's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind, too. Doing laundry will take my mind off things and increasing my max MP. So I don't want to be doing that when we... Like, maybe once all of our royal virtues are taken care of, sure. But for the time being, absolutely not. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. Right. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Bidot meat, pristine clear water, and red grass. Okay, so we can make it if we want. Mora coney meat and orgo sugar. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Probably that thing that we were going to get rewarded for completing Maria's request. Red grass roasted bidu, curative coney roast recipe, coney stew recipe. Whoa! Holistic whitefish platter recipe, critical meatballs, and steadfast stew. There's even more? Precision fermented ribs, stale black bread recipe. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. And she says specialty. I know the word specialities has shown up before in this game. I remember, I didn't point it out because I was like, oh, it's just Britting everything up. But it's kind of interesting because even the characters, she's written with an American accent. Whoa, he is out of it. She's written with an American accent, while everybody else is written with a British one. So that's pretty interesting. We can't go up. Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps I should stay away for now. So we can't, are these open? No. There's clearly, well, I guess if we fell into them hard enough, it wouldn't really matter, would it? I feel drunk.
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. So how do we hang out with our people?
Speaking of,
Nura said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. So, Stroll is the one who wrote those down then. Bookshelf. The bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are, let's do Pride and Persuasion. This book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Nura's probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. If I read this book, I may gain more eloquence. Yeah, let's read the book.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? What is it? The something points of power or something like that? The 48 methods of power, whatever the heck that book is called. To gain the upper hand.
Sure.
No kidding.
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence, which is a royal virtue we haven't put any points into yet. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. And so we still have pages left. Yeah, there's still more left to read.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Yeah, he's writing down our adventures, chronicling us, if you will. Or novelizing us. Desert camp. Ooh, establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked territory is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While in an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. Can we remember? 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the gauntlet runner! I'm kinda excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? So, okay, and we can pick campfire. There are insects gathering by the campfire.
Yep.
Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. Right, who wants to do that? I should try and catch one. Wait, what? We're down for that? Lumibee. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use this as an ingredient. Well, I guess it's no crazier than anything else. So far, things look pretty peaceful, but you never know. But okay, we hung out with Hulkenberg, so let's hang out with Stroll.
Hey.
Are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Can it keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Yeah.
Now then.
So each of our party members can probably increase a different royal virtue. Like it's gonna be imagination with Stroll and maybe eloquence as well with Hulkenberg. So next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. Right, again, it's been about 2 weeks since we met. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened the mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of,
I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? They had no allies.
what's that about? Oh, I see.
Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though, all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? I felt my imagination grow as Stroll and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us. And we put some points into imagination already. Not enough to get a rank up, though. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Oh, that's okay. I thought the map was painted into the table. I couldn't see that it was held up from the previous angle, or I just didn't realize. Delicious, nutritious mag.
A new king draws nearer.
All right. Or actually, maybe it's been closer to 3 weeks. Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
true.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nuris? So, this is how, I guess this is how we're going to spend a lot of our days then. We'll arrive in Martira in 2 days. Okay, so now let's try raising our stats with Hulkenberg. Heath, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? She's playing war games? Raise my wisdom. Seems kind of fun, doesn't it? I agree. Then let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter. Shall we? There's this old military board game that I wish I could get my hands on again. If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... So we're playing some type of chess. Oh, she got us? I can't make any more moves. That's the match. My, I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. So, we're no slouches. We took just as many pieces of hers as she took of ours. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all of my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
Just for that reason, I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. That's impressive.
Right.
Your dedication is impressive.
No.
Perhaps, but 'twould be more accurate to say that I am trying to attain perfection, rather than implying I have already achieved it. So that wasn't the best possible answer. That said, it is quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not of just tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope. You can do it.
Yeah.
If anyone can do that, it's you, Hulkenberg.
Yes.
Ooh, a double tap! Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Yeah, funny that. A natural talent for leadership. Though to call it a talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honor me. Such praise from a knight is quite an honor.
True.
'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. Alright.
Alright.
So we got a lot out of these conversations.
Alright.
Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There are some blunders you can avoid next time. And that's so, for example, when a piece moves here, you should... So in chess, because I suck at chess, but I do play it from time to time when the mood strikes me. But there's a difference between a blunder and a mistake.
I say, we could stop for a break.
There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there. Okay, so the plot's catching up to us.
Now into view is the Tree of Prophecy.
What?
A resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
It sort of reminds me of the Agostia tree, though we'll see how appropriate that is when we actually see its 3D model. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Yeah, that looks like the Agostia tree, Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
It's so pretty!
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. So the red coloration is an omen then. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest. How did you get so good at drawing? I mean, I think draftsmanship is a skill that you need to acquire if you want to be a good machinist. Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research?
But
I thought you needed this for research. All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Tree of Prophecy drawing. And it's I guess we're gonna need to give that to somebody? I received Nurse's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Why do I give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. The next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? So this tree is the same thing as Gallica? And Gallica is a magical organism instead of a living person? It sounds like there's a distinction being drawn here. Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight. So he does want to make the Gauntlet Runner capable of flying.
Huh?
You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing the rare sight has broadened my wisdom. Is this going to be enough for an upgrade? No, not just yet. But we should be closing in, maybe. We're still very...
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Alright, well, that's good enough for me. But yes, I doubt Rock Den Camp. So we can collect ourselves another Lumibee. Memorandum is up. Campfire, got another Lumibee. Okay, and this time we can only hang with Hulkenberg.
well met.
I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, let me talk a bit. Okay, so it's not something different with each party member. Talking with them is how we up our imagination, and it's gonna be the same with all of them, I guess. This power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on, the archetypes. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's bizarre. I've never seen armor like that. True, the designs do set them apart, but it was not their actual appearance I meant to ask about. So that was not the best answer. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Alright, so we definitely could have picked something a little better, but... one more of these and I assume we'll hit rank 2 with imagination. It's getting quite late, but we have ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. And maybe later in the game we'll be able to chat more with more people. Yeah, 250. We did not do very well with that. So, literally dawn. Oh, I thought we were gonna start it. Oh, check it out. But this.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
So bumpy.
Doesn't have his gaunt.
The change in terrain, lad. See, got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Ooh, what's that? Sabotage.
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Is it gonna be purple, dude? Wait, they're fighting. Okay, they're not even fighting us. All right, well.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
We should just let them kill each other.
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
Well, they're not on the coronation rock or in the king's eye just yet, so it doesn't really matter, I think. Or maybe it's because they're dueling each other on even ground, maybe.
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working rudder. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So it is a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
I say we hightail it out of here. One way or another, we're up.
Look, over by the legs. That crier is there too.
Why is he there?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
We have to pick? I don't like Gladel. Let's see how this plays out. F that guy.
We see how it plays out.
No, I think we should step in on Gladel's side.
God dang it. I really don't want him to be a party member.
I know, I don't like it either. But if we want Luis's favor, this might be the strategic play we need.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Hopefully things do get dicey. I want Gladel dead, not with us.
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There
God.
should be an external runner folk out there.
God dang it.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces?
You know what? Ultimately to kill him, but we can't tell you that.
Well, sorry. Can't get into it now. That Gorman. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
Wait, why does he think we destroyed the Grand Cathedral? That wasn't us, that was Luis. Uh-oh, well.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Guido and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Okay, I am so confused. They can't kill each other, but...
You dare interfere in my fight. Know your place.
Why does the magic protect them, but not us?
Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
I doubt he cares.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
This is what Hulkenberg was talking about when she said that a lot of the knights were cast out.
Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
He might be weak to darkness, but...
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Guido himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren. Put the fear of God into these impious commoners.
So, I am so confused.
Don't forget about the petrification magic.
So we can't hit him at all.
Royal sword.
Hit their weak
Ooh, golden. Well, that's nice. Wait, what? Okay, well. What the heck? All right, well.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Mage monk,
Weak to ice.
spear monk.
Stop them cold.
No holding back.
Let's try wind.
I'll blow you away.
Let's do
Okay, he resists that. Guido puts on a cocky smirk. All right, well.
What could you hope to achieve?
Okay, not sure.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Oh, power of heroes!
She is completely freaking useless. Interesting.
Not this item. Mage!
Maybe this guy's weak to more than just ice?
Fire!
No.
Hit their weakness.
A knight.
That's your opening, Captain.
Okay, well,
Hit their weakness. Turn it up, Stroll.
she'll... Well, let's try going for a kill here.
Come forth, royal soul.
Get you out of here.
Heathens!
Guido puts on a cocky smirk. Mage Mistral.
What could you hope to achieve?
She can't even heal us. But again, whose fault is that, right? What about... He's weak to that. Okay, cool. She'll... Not weak to that. Alright.
Let's set it up!
Gasaik. We can Mataru Kaja, but what we need to do is heal first.
I owe you.
Actually, I probably should have just used
There's no escape.
and then have you back up
Power!
and guard.
Let's do this.
Dang, dude, Hulkenberg.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching.
Really? He's got to put his pride goeth before the fall, okay?
For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
All right. Mage Mistral again.
Take this.
What the heck?
Vitus power. No.
Okay,
We'll do this together.
will Mataru Kaja...
My thanks. Now.
There. Witness me, brethren.
And she'll...
For all that we strive for!
I mean, she's not doing anything else.
Take this.
Holy crap. Mage Shimmer. Is that light? It is light, but the light of the light of an igniter.
She needs help.
Come forth, royal soul.
We have day, and we're gonna need to be utilizing that more.
Useless.
Wow! Mage Holiness. Group targeting light magic.
Anyone heal him?
This. Take this.
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Interesting. Development.
Helpful as ever.
The captain's on his last leg.
Vitus power.
Someone, get him healed up.
Okay, we can do this. We just can't keep missing.
What true magic is.
And she has to, we've got to work this guy. There's no more holding back here. Mage Holiness.
Only a flesh wound.
We have no Medi or anything. Uh-oh.
Sanctism will
Someone heal her.
Attack return to normal for everybody.
Let's go.
She needs help.
We can do this.
If she goes down, that's just going to make things more difficult for us.
I shall show you what true oh, power of heroes.
All right, and then another. Yeah.
Witness the power of sanctism.
We were so unprepared for this.
Sanctism will
The holiness hitting us all. Okay, cool.
Is everyone all right? Come.
One bot. Get some.
Behold my power.
97. He's gonna need healing.
Take this.
Yeah,
Take this.
he might be hosed if he gets attacked again.
Sanctism will reign.
All right. Not golden. Not golden at all. Actually, her being down might be for the best.
Helpful as ever.
Yeah, actually, her being down is not wasting our turns or making things more untenable for us. Mage Mistral. Uh-oh.
Can anyone heal him?
Sanctism will reign.
All right. Well, never mind.
Let's go.
Can we weak physical slash damage? It's not weak to that at all.
Sanctism will reign.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get
Take
him some
this.
healing.
Yeah, not surprising. Okay, well, let's switch things up a little bit and make Hulkenberg not friggin' useless. All right, round 2, and this time it should be an easy win. All right, guys,
Forget about the petrification
Won't hold back.
which means don't attack him. Gotcha. You first,
weakness.
Now, what's the
and then make sure that he's in the front.
Night.
Blizz is all well and good.
Let's
Nice.
Observe the enemy. I see you.
Whoa. Well, the additional stats are what matters, I guess.
Witness me, brethren.
Justice prevail.
Interesting.
Is that all?
All right, so we'll be able to keep the damage to her, I guess. Defeat the monks without harming Godot. Oh, okay, we have to focus him down then.
He knows we can't attack him.
Let's go.
Toying with us.
He sure is, but that's okay.
A night.
You got something for bro.
Be frozen.
Hit their weak point.
190.
Ready.
She? Okay, well that's probably on us, because that might be her, like, default weapon or something.
Night. The power of light.
Alright.
Blade in hand.
And she'll proclaim her knighthood here and now.
What could you hope to achieve?
Well, right now, it's definitely going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Can't lie about that. So we,
Seeker.
let's Tarukaja stroll. He's going to be our moneymaker here.
Witness me, brethren.
I see you.
Get some. Another Tarukaja.
No go.
All right.
Peasants. For the
All right, and now he's about to join the fray. Mage Benevolence. That heal is completely ridiculous. And it's not overly impressive. But we want those additional turns, so from here we'll start like this. A little bit of that action.
A noble's duty is to...
Now he's maxed out on damage.
I will not let you die.
Alright.
The freedom of a wanderer.
We are good to go at this point. Let's throw a Blizz his way. 51. Resisted, but
Oh, please.
still alright. Mage Gust.
Sanctism will reign!
We can heal that off, no problem.
I won't lose.
We're probably gonna have to use both of her turns to drop Medis, though.
Know your place.
Let's... Day... Yeah.
Thank you.
Get some!
It's too early.
And she'll also go for that. So now that we're a bit more prepared, it's a lot easier to manage. 143, as long as... Yeah, okay, as long as he doesn't heal as well. We'll keep his Tarukage alive. Same for you. And as soon as this guy's done, got him.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
So, is it... Okay, so maybe it's because they're standing for Luis and Forden that they're also protected by the king's magic? But that doesn't make any sense because Forden is also in the competition. Why is it protecting them but not us?
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Is Glodell gonna snipe him?
Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter.
Is he just gonna tip him over? Yes, just tip him out.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
Alright, Nurse with the big brain play.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Alright, well, there he goes, scurrying away.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
God dang it. Ooh! The Ishkia girl. No, it's Juna.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
And it's funny, Juna's dressed the same way as the, oh, it's the, I can't remember if it's the SMT1 or SMT2 heroine. I'm gonna say it's the SMT1 heroine that she's dressed as, or she's dressed similarly to.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if Glodell is a party member.
Why, Glodell? Surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Okay, maybe she's definitely gonna join.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
And but her eyes, they remind me kind of like a butterfly's.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur.
Wait, so is she also part of the thing?
Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
Alright, so he's about to tell people a very sauced up version of what happened here then.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
Her eyes, dude. It's a really, like, It's really difficult to look at, actually.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Hulkenberg is a big Juna fan?
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
So she's a Nydia as well, but weren't... Because the cook said the Nydias were basically one step above untouchable.
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh.
I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Okay, he doesn't care at all about Juna. He's interested in the Gauntlet Runner.
By the crown, you can't be serious. She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva. Oh, this is preposterous. Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
It seems like you are.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
Hulkenberg is so adorable, dude. Go ahead and indulge.
You're an interesting little ensemble.
You should definitely ditch Gladell and join us.
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Fairies?
Up there!
Uh-oh. Is that somebody else's Gauntlet Runner? Whoa, that thing is ginormous! And it's flying. Is that Luis's? Yes, that's Luis's.
Airborne Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
So I was right. Nurse does want to make his own flying machine. Is this going to be an animated cutscene? No. There's Luis. We're finally going to have a one-on-one with him.
Luis.
And 2 more of his lieutenants.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
Okay, so she's some sort of fangirl of his. All right, you'll be disillusioned with him before long.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
Wait, what? I'm not really... Okay, did... What? Hold on. So Gladell is personally escorting her because of Louise? Personally escorting her where? If she's not part of the... Why is she being personally escorted by the same person who's representing him in the thing?
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
And so these are all of his lieutenants then. We've already killed Zorba, and he had 4 silhouettes behind him, so these 3 are the ones left.
Glad to see Lady June is safe at least.
So he's got 2 Parapisses in his employ.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess.
So that's his portrait. All right, well.
I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Take a wild guess. We're your supporters.
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot, then. He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
Yeah, no need to try to remember that.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a Gauntlet Runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
That's actually a good question. Why would we be his supporters, but also aspire to the throne?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To help save the prince? Well, I almost want to pick that, but I don't want like a let's not do something insane like that.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Someone sounds jealous.
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
So, he's saying he doesn't need us. He's not telling us to buzz off, though, not specifically.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Juna! Oh, we shouldn't have been doing that.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes.
Alright, sure enough, can do.
You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
So, we have to do a bit more to impress him. Alright.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything.
I really would hope it doesn't. I don't want you in the party at all.
Come on, Hector.
I'm incredibly worried about that.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Excellent. We might have to kill him then.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Sounds like a good old time.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
You know what? This Gauntlet Runner thing is pretty snazzy. So we've upped our imagination both. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're
Damn it, blast!
finally about to get his archetype.
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Right, before things get any more dire.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
It sounds like the Gauntlet Runner might be effed up some kind of way.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but...
But she could be doing better? That seems like something he might be obsessed with.
I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a burly apple cart.
And now that he's seen it up close and personal, he sees just how much his own Gauntlet Runner pales in comparison. Alright, well, his competitive spirit has been ignited. I see.
I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the Lost Relic.
Lost Relic?
Lost Relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
He's not talking about the Royal Scepter, is he?
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
As there always is in these sorts of stories.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
Wait, is he talking about the utopia in the book?
But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
I don't know. This seems very familiar.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore.
We haven't run into anything like that. We unearthed the exact kind of relics he was talking about are things you find a lot in Shin Megami Tensei games, but we haven't come across anything like that.
Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen, or who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy.
You're one to talk.
That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
So this guy that he's talking about was also a court engineer.
Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Watch it be like an old copy of Shin Megami Tensei 1 or something.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
He's probably dead or something.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
Well, with this baby out and about, we could probably find some time in order to visit him.
The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
But whatever tribe he is are incredibly long-lived.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
That's a lot. I didn't expect for this to come up again for several hours, but we're going to be able to visit it while we're near Martira? Yeah, maybe I should look into Camero when we get to Martira. Oh, we have to do this side quest if we want to unlock his archetype then. He's not going to give it to us for free.
This one's important.
An old inventor Neris once knew was living in Camero. There we go. We left Neris, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, we are definitely going to...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We're definitely going to have to do that then. I would very much like his archetype. So we'll arrive at Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's Gauntlet Runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Well, we're fully committed to it, so we really have no other recourse at this point. We've lost several days of our deadline doing this, or coming here rather.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yeah, no wonder Barton was so worried. They cannot afford this place's reputation to be tarnished by trafficking.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Okay, so she's probably had, Lady Joanna has probably had someone kidnapped then. There's got to be someone who was personally affected.
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
Sanctoress. So that's probably several steps below Sanctifex, but several steps above the rank and file.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne.
All right, fair enough.
Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
I guess that's true.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Yeah. Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Not very good actors, are we?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Okay, this guy is definitely going to be dead before this is over. Some random who gets a whole portrait to himself? He's not shooting straight at all. It's the Persona 4 culprit effect.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
See, that's what I was talking about. He said speciality, whereas Gallica said specialty. That's really interesting.
You've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
Yeah, food sounds good.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Yeah, he's not specifically a party member, so him not coming with us is fine.
Come, everyone. This way.
All right. Good enough for me. So we're going to eat, plan out how we're going to... Whoa, this looks good.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
It's sandworm, isn't it?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Nah, you guys can have that.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
So, Hulkenberg is the only person who didn't react with, let's call it surprise.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Is she a fan?
It's a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
She's blushing. She really likes it.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
It looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. It is only right that we graciously savor it.
It has been a long journey over here, I guess.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
See, Stroll's got the right idea. I'm not putting that stuff in my mouth. I've barely bitten into this thing. I already felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
Not that bad for larval innards is pretty high praise.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit. but it's harmless, I assure you.
Oh my... Well...
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months.
Holy...
All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Jeez, yeah, they do have a big problem.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
What disgraced him? What could have disgraced him so badly he turned to child napping?
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
Oh. That pink...
Is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
What's that? Is that pink gauntlet? Is that a pink gauntlet runner? I'm not sure what else I'm... Okay, well, I guess we'll find out soon. Giant sandworm's nest. A giant sandworm's nest in the wasteland, reputed to be the hideout of Heismay the kidnapper. The area is subject to a unique weather phenomenon known as a sand flash. So I guess sometimes, I wonder if that's going to affect battle. Sand flashes. All right. So basically like dust storms. Rival gauntlet runner.
It's your call.
I don't remember a pink gauntlet runner.
Here's where we are. All right.
Here's our current position.
Let's see here.
That's rival gauntlet runner. That's a rival gauntlet runner.
And let's see.
Sans camp.
Let's see.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
He's probably just eating the sandworms if they're edible.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Or they're probably talking about him surviving among the sandworms, like, physically, because he probably has to fight.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
And this will get our name fired up.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
And now that we've talked business, Hulkenberg can eat to her delight.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
I think a sweetmeat actually means something closer to awful, actually. OFFAL.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Don't mind if we do.
Altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
If you say so.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
What is his problem? Nobody else would take this. Nobody else would take this on. He thinks we He thinks we risked our lives coming here from Grand Trad to eat some insects. Morris needs to calm down, dude.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? An informant. And if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about the city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. So he doesn't have anything to... Alright. Rest up for tomorrow.
Got a moment?
We meet with the lady of the castle tomorrow, and we're not particularly familiar with this area. Why don't we call it a night? Where do we do that at, though? Alright. So everybody here's hanging out. Oh, let's save, though.
What now?
We'll drop a save right here. There we go. Yeah.
Good night.
So,
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nydia's have those butterfly eyes, I guess. Ishkia's have the wings. Clamar's have the horns.
It's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to Crigante Castle ahead of us. Apparently, we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. So there's, ooh, more stuff we can purchase.
Hello there.
Pristine clear water. Why does it say new? We have how can it be new if we have 6 of them? Okay, so the fruit cordials. So we're not I was worried. So these are the SP recovering drinks of this game then. We can only buy 3 at a time, but we can buy as many as we like. Pristine clear water, a cooking ingredient. Let's get 4 of these. So that's how he would have been able to make it up there, or make it up there and fight a lot more effectively. And also bum rushing the healer. So I think, because I've got a strategy forming, now that we have hindsight to work with, what you want to do, I'm not handling any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception should be opened again by tomorrow. But can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway? You're about to find out, aren't you?
Alright then.
The water merchants, and then there's somebody over here. But yes, the play is to buy those fruit cordial things every single day that you can. And then... Wait, what? Oh, here we go. This is the tavern that we just came out of. Oh, so we have seen all the facilities here. So, is this Stairstone Market then? But you get those, and then you'll have an easier time ascending the place, or you won't have to leave as constantly as we did. But now the only problem is they're the slightest, ever so slightest bit outmoded.
What'll it be?
So, do we have anything? Okay, superior rusted long arm. Slash. Oh, we don't have any things to sell. And he's not getting on our case for being an Elda. That's nice. We have 1 Damascus vest equipped to her. Recluse's clothes. Magic +3. Ooh. So we'll see how badly we're getting got before we worry about that. But yes, with these fruit cordials, I probably could have finished this thing in like 1 day less.
What'll it be?
Slayer's Basilard. These are very expensive. Partisan. Okay, she needs something else.
Indeed.
Because she was not hitting on anything. 15 damage when we needed her to be part of the fight.
Can't be.
But again, whose fault is that, right? Ooh. What do you want? You interested in the rock with all the faces? There's a coronation rock here? Of course he wouldn't know what the whole deal with the rock is. The only proclamations were happening in Grand Trad. Krigante Gate. Somebody better catch Heismay. Alright, yeah, we're on it.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye, yes.
Go ahead and get a good look at her.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisman.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
So she might be an Ishkia as well. If she stands up, it'll be easier to tell.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
Whoa! She's definitely gonna be dead before this is over. She's too pure for this world.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Right. We're so great, aren't we?
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
You know what? Yeah, I've got to keep our eyes on the prize.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Can't. There's too much writing on this.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it.
Yeah. Somebody that you love and trust being, or maybe a love, but someone that you trust being on the throne is definitely nice.
Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
And she'd have a pretty good reason to give them to support us too, yeah.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Well, His Eminence ain't here, is he?
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Rather than one who creates a monster hunting competition rather than a helping people out competition.
Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
All right, excellent.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
Yes, she knows how difficult this is going to be.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
Right, having all of Martira on our side, it kind of makes me worried that this place is going to get bombed out by Luis, but...
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Well, we're the, like Barden said, he's been appealing for help from any bounty hunters in Grand Trad for 6 months at the very least, it's gotta be, right? And we're the only ones who actually came out to help out. They don't want their kids being kidnapped.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me.
So, since Gallica's bringing it up, I was fully believing it, but she might double-cross us, I guess.
So what are we gonna do about Heismay? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Maybe tunnels? Does he have his own gauntlet runner?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
So, information gathering. All right, we can get to that. I've already done all the shopping that I planned to do before we get to grinding. Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too. Gather intel in Martira. What's this building here? Doesn't seem like they're using it. What a waste. Maybe the kids... Oh, hold on. Joanna... So... Okay, so maybe Gallica's hunch... It's gonna turn out that Joanna is actually... Or maybe it's gonna turn out that Heismay doesn't even exist or something.
Boy.
Oi, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? I heard that you're gonna catch that Heismay for us. Now, I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing. Wait, it's not just kids? I thought it was just kids.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Unfortunately, no, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the, Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there. So, a locked room we can't get into, and Gallica's bad feeling. Curiouser and curiouser.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Wow, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. So, there's... Oh, I guess they have to source that food from somewhere, huh? And... Where did she say the guy was at?
What'll I do here?
Him. Tired man. Giant sandworm. We Monterans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. I can't recall any... Oh, wait, hang on. I just thought of someone.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. Is it that guy who was in the running? If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town? So, all roads lead us back to the tavern in the end. That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. Oh, I thought that was more. Go ahead and waltz our way back through. Thoroughfare Square is such a fun name to say. Okay, I was like, is that an icon? Spirited Seer. Giant sandworm? Sorry, young man. Don't know a thing about it. What I do know about is the next few days worth of bad weather. If you're interested, stop by.
Whoa.
Bad weather. Think that might affect our travel at all? Once we've got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to a seer again. So, I guess if the weather is inclement, then it'll take us longer to go to and from places?
I can hardly think on it.
Oh, this headache. I'm well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey. I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that? Oh, okay, because I thought, informed man, you were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant, one who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, I was blathering so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. Huh, who do you think you're talking to? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free, friend. How's 150 reeves sound?
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, a deal's a deal.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain. I already knew that! He screwed us, or he got us. Just that. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right.
Yes! Finally we got some useful information out of this guy! Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant. Or maybe we had to pay up in order to actually unlock the next part of his conversation.
Hey!
Is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk, that was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now. Alright, so this lead did not peter out at all, or this lead petered out. It didn't pan out at all is what I was trying to say.
Oh, good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else. Hopefully they had more luck.
A scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck, and still I did not falter.
Yeah, she's definitely pretty stalwart.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Who's that?
You there? Might you answer a question?
Dude looks very flamboyant.
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you.
Okay, and he's a Nydia.
I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
He already knows we're looking for information?
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
We sure are.
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash.
Alright. I'm still loath to trust this guy, but you know what? We have no other information.
It's a local event. A kind of storm. And the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm.
So we have to, what are we gonna do in the interim 5 days? It's not like we can go back and forth to Grand Trad.
And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
Yeah, it's highly suspect, ain't it?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway.
Why? Does he have some sort of godlike igniter or something?
But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
With this information, we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh?
He might, I don't know, dude. What if what actually happens during a sand flash is it makes them super duper aggro?
Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
Cause it's a big fat friggin' lie, probably.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
I see.
Right, he doesn't want to do this.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
What kind of, some town guardsman you are.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps, and we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Man, there's so much more planning when you don't have bullet trains that you can ride.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Alright, fair enough.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Right, we definitely don't want to have to fight our way back to Martira. Ooh, is that more? I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damn if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Whoa!
Oh, easy there. You all right, lad?
Maybe this is some kind of way into academia, which would actually be super unnecessary.
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Interesting. We rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Nuris's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new...
So, we leave in 3 days. Interesting. Very Oh! Is Moore gonna tell us more about that thing we saw?
Your journey is going well, it seems.
Yeah, we've got a destination in mind and a plan on how to get there without getting eaten.
One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you.
All very heroic journey-ish.
All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Wait, what? We're getting new archetypes? That thing in the Gauntlet Runner. Oh, okay. I was about to say, we're not just getting handed archetypes for free, are we?
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times.
Oh, okay. So I guess all that stuff Nuris was talking about is super duper true.
Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation.
What?
With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
So we'll be able to just teleport from place to place? I thought we'd be able to fly and that would make any of our journeys not take days. But we're going to be able to teleport when we still haven't even gotten a new party member?
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand.
Hey, that's us! We're the unknown hand guiding him.
Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
Teleportation. Are we gonna only be able to... Are we only gonna be able to teleport?
What's going on here?
The tree, I'm assuming.
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
So, we're not gonna have to screw around with, taking long... Oh, we can probably only teleport to places we've already been.
Eurus, surely you didn't drive us back here?
Overnight? With the thing suddenly moving 4 times as fast as it could yesterday?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
And why was it just us? So Gallica comes with us sometimes and doesn't come with us other times?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It was reacting to us some kind of way.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work.
And as he did, so the prince is supposed to have this power.
You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
The captain with yet another new power.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
And it definitely beats a bullet train. Okay, cool. So I thought we were going to be completely locked out of requests at Grand Trad, but now we're going to be able to go back and forth between the two at our leisure.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
I'm sure we can pull it off again.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
It was effortless getting us here, so...
It's no small feat we asked, I know, but might you at least try?
We really have no other option, do we? Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. So we're definitely going to be getting a tutorial then. Test the ancient igniter's teleport. Oh, we have to go to that spot in order to teleport. Where was it? Nope, not that way. Okay, here we go. Right down into its depths. Teleportation igniter. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
Okay, and we can only fast travel to large settlements. Roeg nobility. So Joanna is a Roeg? I'm not really certain what distinguishes them. I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
We didn't die the first time!
All we can do is trust him.
All right.
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
Well, this magic igniter well, it's ancient in origin, but the king obviously knew what it was for, so...
In my eyes, it's the other way around.
Oh, is the king using ancient long-forgotten magic?
It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude.
Okay.
You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
That seems kind of like a leap. We get a special power to teleport, and Nurse is like, oh, all magic should be able to do this. But okay, I guess now that that's been introduced sort of randomly, it turns out that igniters are actually stifling people's ability to use magic instead of igniting it.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Yeah, when you bring it up out of nowhere kind of randomly, it makes perfect sense.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought?
So that's why the royals had it, for the convenience.
If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
Well, it probably needs a giant power source or something.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
No, I'm sure we have to have been there first. Heath has to be able to picture it.
Go on, try it out.
I do like that we're actually Yeah, we're actually testing it. I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
I actually really like this. We don't know anything about it, so we have to figure things out through trial and error.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
And I assume by we, they just mean us, Heath.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity.
Yep, we have to have actually been there.
And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
Alright, so there's not going to be any flashing away when we're getting bombarded then.
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital anytime we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
Right. Once we've gone ahead and gotten our globetrotting underway, this is going to only get more and more useful.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
So, do we have to fight our way there or something? It's kind of crazy to think that we'll just have, that we'll just go there and fight. There's no dungeon preceding it? Subjugate Heismay. To capture Heismay, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base, just like Persona 5. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. Going to other cities. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the R1 World map on the R1 map menu and select it. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
That's right.
Only 3 days until we depart.
So?
We're up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're as strong as we can get too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at the recruitment center. So, this preparation period is basically our dungeon. Interesting. We have reportable requests. Okay, we can go ahead and head over to, yeah, we could hang out with him. But I want to turn in Brigida's thing. Watch it be something that would have been insanely useful. This guy again.
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there.
Watch it would have been something that's insanely, that would have been insanely useful on the fight over here. Maybe we'll even finally get her archetype.
That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go?
Did he just rob us?
He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Welp.
Oh no! Grius' dagger is missing.
Time to go get that guy, chase him down. He might be a party member then. It appears Grius' memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him.
A lot of this OST seems to be lifted directly from Persona.
Anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Directly from Persona 5. It's a move Atlas hasn't used since the SMT days, but jeez. So, we don't have Grius's... Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Grius's memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey, you! That guy who stole our dagger! Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us. Now he's gonna squeeze us for all we're worth. Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on! Not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? What if I lend a hand to your face? Would that really work? My imagination isn't high enough to know what to say next. If my imagination were inspired, I could probably get past his guard. How about I lend a hand to your face? That's crazy. Apologies, but it's time I got on to more profitable endeavors, little Elda. Run along now. I wish you luck. Alright, so we have to spend some more time with our folks in the thing. He's got something for us.
Oh, what'll I do?
I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? A fairy. Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heismay? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
Why did this happen?
Seems like they need them from the tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Comero by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with the kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they need to go through. For a parcel? And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please save my job. I mean, save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's see. Is 7,500 reeve enough of a reward for ye?
I'd so love your help.
Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I'll need it by July 11th if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Comero too. Okay, so this is how we can unlock Comero. The merchants in Comero have got other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels. Quest start. 13 days left. Invincible noodles. So now we finally know how to get there. So this is Comero, huh?
That reminds me.
Isn't this the village Nurse was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go. But we're gonna have to walk there and we don't want to use up precious days.
Here's where we are. Nice little village.
A village.
Okay, so it'll take us 2 days to walk there.
Let's see here.
That's Comero. What's the little... Oh, that's the number of requests that we have open.
There's a runner. It's a campground.
Let's...
Alright.
So?
We only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. Who else needs our assist? Oh, and we've got them as well. With everything going on, they need all hands on deck. I got to get out and patrol, so I'm sorry, but we closed on July 2nd to July 4th.
Take a look.
Want to look at the bounty posters? We've got a bounty in Tradia Desert that needs a willing set of hands to take it on. Okay, 2 birds with 1 stone. So I guess it's good that we didn't do the Manjula request before now, because we can just do both of those in a single day.
What?
Tradia Desert is south of Grand Trad, right? So how did you know that? The royal capital is pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Every city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it. They probably have some sort of communication. No, they took all the carrier pigeons. The Duke just told us that.
Good hunting to you.
Anyway, you can look up a list of bounties from across the country regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So, fight to your hardest and clear them up, alright? So, we've got more. Goborn King, Forest Champion.
Don't go get yourself killed.
This is a bounty contract for the Guiabern King. An impressive name if it wasn't only a Guiabern rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Guiaberns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect. Unless they're higher level than the ones that hung around with the Guptoros, I doubt it.
Hey.
So how about it? We do need funds for infiltrating Heismay's hideout. Yeah, we'll do it. Excellent. In that case, the Guiaberns are skulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Martira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding Guiabern keeps order within the horde. Take him out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you could get more information about the target from Martira's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate times.
Good hunting to you.
Bring me the Imp's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get your reward.
Let's do it.
Alright, no deadline on this, but they're going to be closed from the 2nd to the 4th. So if we wait too long, if we tarry, as they would say, then we're not going to be able to turn this in for the reward when we really need it against Heismay. So, in the northeastern forest, here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den. Alright.
Alright.
With the reward, we can better prepare for Heismay. Let's hurry and take care of these Guiaberns. And then Heismay, Nefarious Kidnapper, so that's also accepted. Recommended Mage Knight Healer. Alright, so let's hit up Martira.
I'm out of ideas.
Oh, we can just fast travel there. Or where is... Okay, that's Buddy Boy, who we need more imagination to chat with.
Alright.
So in that case, we can fast travel to the Gauntlet Workshop, Visca Alba Tavern. There we go. Alright, so you hand over the info. King of Imp's Den.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in the Guiabern Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Guiabern is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you've got business with the Guiabern King who runs the horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Guiaberns in black cloth.
Here's the real skinny.
No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle, can't even control it. What else? There are also a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You'd best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort.
Thank you kindly.
That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. Alright, so we've got all that information.
Here's the real skinny.
There's a town a bit east of here called Comero. It's a nice quiet place famous for their carrier pigeons. They've got medicine and a bath salt called Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Olgo sugar too. They also sell accessories with various effects when worn, but they're right useful to travelers like you. We probably didn't have to purchase this. It's hardly a day's journey with the Gauntlet Runner. Why not pay the place a visit?
Here's the real skinny.
There are shops of all sizes. Okay, Martira, Bidot meat. Okay. And there was a kid selling plant seeds over on Cattle Racket Road. Well, you can't eat those, so we can, so there's plant growing here. Oh, Atlas. Martira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who'd be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. So, let's go to Cattle Rack Road and get this kid before we leave out. Cattle Rack Road. Well, we've only actually gone out one part of this place.
Alright, then.
It must be over here then. That's where we went up before. Hold on just a minute. This is dangerous. Even a protagonist wouldn't survive that drop. What a third wall break. Interesting. Where's this kid at? Hopefully he shows up soon. Cattle Racket Road.
What is it?
There we go. All right. So this... Nope. Watch the kid. I'm assuming the kid is a Parapis. Seems like the type that would hang out around here or be forced to hang out around here. Here he is. Golden.
Excuse me?
Hey, Elder! Yeah, you, Mr. Elder! How do you prefer your Valmo? Roasted or stewed? I've never had Valmo. Oh. Aye, well, I recommend you try a delicious Valmo stew. That juicy, slow-roasted flavor is what all the connoisseur grown-ups prefer, so French exists in this world. There now, that's six, you right? Now, Mr. Elder, wanna do a little shopping? Rock beans. You could cook some yummy dishes with these. I've also got fragrant spice and the hero's fruit seed. I'm selling it to help me poor old ma. Come on, mister, buy it, come on. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and get it.
Thank you, miss.
We'll buy one of everything.
Excuse me? Can we talk?
0 right now. So we'll be able to make more food with these. It kind of sucks having to buy them one at a time, though. Why can't we only purchase them one at a time?
Hey,
All right, and this guy. Why is he asking us the same question? All right, so worm bait, so we can fish as well. So I guess if we answered their question correctly, they probably, if we answered their questions the way they'd have preferred, we probably would have gotten free items out of them. Well, definitely not gonna turn back the clock now. Messing up is part of the fun, even if you don't know you've messed up. So we'll save over prayer chamber, yeah. All right, and I do believe Martyropodium. Oh, the butcher.
Welcome.
Is she only selling Bedeau meat? Okay, yeah, but she's also selling this. Let's just buy 2 of them. We could definitely use some more money. All right, so first things first. Oh, and today is Idols Day. Oh, it's Metals Day. Why are these red then? Hold on. Oh, this is an apothecary? Oh, we've never been here before. Nothing to appraise or sell. Medicinal herb. Notebook of Remembrance. Cures forget. And sulfurous salt. Cures daze. There's so many different status ailments here. Alright, so that is all right. If we could find someone selling fruit cordials, that'd be nice. And then we've got one other shop. Or do we? Oh, okay, they're down there. I'm not looking. I wasn't seeing where we were at all. Okay, no, we've been here before already, so that's fine.
Where to?
Royal Capital, because we've got a Brigida to chat up. Whoa, that's a crazy transition. All right. So, we've kept you waiting long enough. Here's its horn. Oh, and this would be the brute's horn. You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
Mission accomplished, then.
Yes, we've had it done for a while now, but there was a lot going on.
You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well. I thank you.
Clear, all right. 2.5. Pious Igniter. Some much needed money.
outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job.
Do you have an archetype for us, Brigida? Better yet, are you going to join us? We're probably several dozen hours too early for that.
You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out.
Well?
By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me?
So she's going to become okay. If she becomes a quest broker, then she's not going to join up, I guess.
I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise.
She's not wrong.
But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
True, that doesn't sound so bad.
Have you made up your mind?
I accept.
All right, I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough.
We are to have you on the team. What is that, her pet?
You heard nothing just now, right?
Okay.
What made that noise?
She probably just has a cat or something.
It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard.
What is so bad about Own? It must not be a cat then.
If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences.
All right,
We
well,
have a deal.
we do. All right, and we know this framing very well. So yes, we could have had this archetype before we even took down Zorba. I can sense the hints of trust beneath all the wariness Brigida feels towards me.
The trader and iconoclast, Brigitte. Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Merchant. Maybe this is going to have a bunch of debuffs?
Interesting.
The party can now study the merchant.
Have hidden depths.
Can now visit the Lycaon Magic Association Igniter Shop in Grand Trad. Alright. And that's on the bottom right arm of the lineage chart. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the merchant from Brigida. You can now study the merchant. I can now buy things from Grand Trad's Igniter Shop due to the effects of proof of membership. Dang.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
And so at night is gonna take us back to Martira then. Oh no! Spending time at night, addendum. You can safely travel between towns at night using teleportation magic. Don't forget to keep an ear out for your followers' voices. Back to the Martira Tavern. So the first thing I want to do is actually see about the merchant. Mag needed 2500. Armed with cash-fueled almighty skills? Gold attack. Deals weak physical almighty damage to one enemy. High critical rate. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. Okay.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
2500.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I think we'll also have, because it's kind of expensive, but
Really?
using money for this is crazy. No. We will have her take it on though.
Fascinating. This, all right.
Oh my gosh. And we couldn't have Leon do it if we wanted. But all this mag, even if we had gotten it ahead of taking on Zorba, it would have been so prohibitively expensive. I'm not certain. Okay, well, at least now I don't feel like I missed out on much. And since we can go back and forth, let us mesmerize Apothecary. Let's go to Grand Trad.
Let's go.
Is her shop even open at night? It'd be cool if it was, but something tells me that I'm not going to get that lucky. But even if not, we can spend some time with Maria. Or maybe Fabienne. Maybe she'll have something for us. Oh, and also we can go to Gloam Hall too. See that for the first time.
Welcome.
I've been informed that we will now allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those are the words of the Association's Brigida Lycaon herself. With that being the case, allow me to help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs. Brigida says she doesn't care about Tribe, but she wouldn't let an Elder purchase from her shop?
You have my thanks.
Those who see duty through to completion should be fairly compensated. The store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Thanks to Brigida's proof of membership? Yes, alright. Blaze Igniter, Mage Flames. So yes, this is the place that we can buy things that allow us... they're expensive though! Holy God! Well, we're gonna have to do more work for her in order to increase the inventory and lower the price. So we'll start at the Hushed Honeybee, just because that's closest to the place. And Fabienne, we can spend time with her to increase our tolerance if we were so inclined. So that's why there's no deadline. It wasn't as the merchant. Well, we'll see. Almighty attacks, and that's nice, but the one trade-off is that nothing's going to be weak to Almighty. And what are you doing? I hear you were with Grias at the Honeybee, and an elder besides. Things must be interesting over there. A friend of Grias can be trusted, I suppose, but let's not discuss the legality of my goods. Flammabottle. Oh, he's where we can buy battle items from. Alright, well. In that case, we've unlocked Gloam Hall, so let's go back to the Hushed Honeybee and spend some time with Maria. And then tomorrow, we're gonna tackle the thing. 629, yeah, bedroom. Yeah. Maybe I should pay her a visit. Oh, do we have to do that during the day? Interesting. So let's... I don't feel anything right now. Alright. I'd like to go visit, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. Okay, haven't achieved the task. So yeah, we can't do anything there yet. Alright, well. Literally, except for Moore and Stroll, all of our followers are women. Alright, well. In that case... Oh, can we talk to our, Oh, maybe... We need something that'll up our imagination. Let's go to Regolith itself.
Let's go.
Maybe crying at the podium. Because I feel like we should be fairly close, shouldn't we? What's he got? Oh, the rock. Okay, so we can check things there if we were so inclined, but... Who has... Okay, she sold... Oh, okay, so we can't buy fruit cordials every single day then.
All right, then.
She's got a maximum inventory.
Where to?
So where can... Oh, that's somebody right next to him. Okay, here we go. This will probably up our eloquence, actually. Yeah. No, another time. Let's try looking for that guy. He was on San Lumeo Street, yes. And hearing the rest of his fairy story, that might up our imagination. Alright, my guy.
What do you want to do?
Yes, let's listen to a story. Alright. Let's see. I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. We've hit a bit of a time skip here, as this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the Forbidden Cave and became hopelessly lost.
That's awful.
Wow, mischief really does run in the family. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused, "What?" It was the first time he'd ever been to the cave, after all. Then the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast." And that's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. "The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson," he said. The fairy considered this for a moment, then said, "You people die so young." The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before she could vanish, he turned to her and said, "Thank you for helping my grandfather." If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this? Who knows? Maybe it really is fate. And now our imagination up. Is that going to be enough? No.
Well then.
So we're going to be keeping imagination in mind. That's the stat that we want to up. And we have to complete these requests, or we have to complete the request for the Guiabern King by tomorrow. These sand flashes. Do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? 'Twould seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best as we can. And today is Idol's Day as well. We did a lot of purchasing yesterday, but
Got a major bargain.
we hear a voice. Maria, she wants to talk. So sadly, we will not be chatting her up. Instead, we're going to be going out into the Grand Trad Desert.
All right then.
So the water, yeah, water's fine. And Tradia Desert entrance. All right. So we're going to be able to get a little bit of payback for all the pain and suffering we went through. Let's continue on. But we're going to have to be, if we want to actually take that monster down, we're going to have to be sparing with how we use our MP. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a Mangula. Whoa! Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently...
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out? As good a plan as any, so let us be about it. So, I'm very curious. Making bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin. So these things should be easy enough to take down. Yeah, see? You have reportable requests. Which requests can we report? Oh, we can't check it right now?
What now?
Quest. Promising returns. Oh, Maria!
I see the enemy.
But the enemy that we have to defeat, yeah, it's these kinds. Yeah, all you guys are friggin' done for. These things gave us so much trouble before. And even... Okay, 21, that's fine. But there's items we can collect as well. You just have to get close enough to be able to charge in. I knew we could do it as well. We're about to have this whole place cleared out. But I guess they sort of expect you to kind of come out here to try to grind as well.
There they are.
A new rank for the night. So the merchant probably takes more magnetite to upgrade then.
There they are.
Whoa. Nope. Not that easy.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
I see the enemy.
You're friggin' dead.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being.
Superior rusted armor. Ooh. And Plateau is out here. Alright, well. Oh, well. This thing. It's all on us. Yep, didn't save you though, did it?
I see the enemy.
On your guard.
Want to kill these things before they retreat. Gotcha. Okay, and she's got a new skill. Where is squad?
I see the enemy.
The fact that we can lock onto these things. Gotcha. And we've got two. We got this one, and then there's one more. Yeah, the tides. Ooh, an Elementa.
Right there.
I wonder. Oh, we have to get into the squad battle. Unlike Synthesis Texture Break.
Maybe not.
They're weak to fire and resist ice.
Still up? No.
Hammer of Justice.
No. Let's make an end of it.
Heavy physical pierce damage. Well, we got it. So the Elementas we have to do squad battles with. That's completely okay by me.
There they are.
Where was?
Right there.
But I do think that was actually the second one. Nope, not about to get us. Where are the other? Because what we need are more of those dog things, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Rank 10. Still not enough. Interesting.
Incredible.
Amethyst. So that'll go for a lot. I wonder, can we even make it back to where we were originally at? Like when we first fell off of the road. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so this is back to... Whoops. So do we have to start over with the thing? Okay, let me just kill stuff until it pops up, I guess. Here it is. Okay, I can't move anymore. I'm sensing something huge, and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry. So what are you weak to? It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. It's a manticore. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but for something like this to appear... No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and focused.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourself. So, let's start with a Mataru Kaja. And then... Wait, we already know... Oh, we did get the thing, didn't we? So yes, we do already know. High critical rates. She is not going to be very useful. War cry. Everyone's attack and defense fell.
Come forth, royal soul.
Alright, in that case...
I call upon royal power within.
She can... Well, she cannot do much of anything, actually.
I shall vanquish evil.
What level is this thing? We're tearing through it. Is it weak to this? It is weak to that. Well, at least she can get us some extra turns. Whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, she's gonna be throwing some medicine our way. Get some!
Observe the enemy.
And then, let's have her guard her weakness. Rather than use up an expensive medicine when we don't strictly need to. So now we're double offense down. That sucks. But this should still be it. Yeah. Alright, so we're way overpowered for this. But it did take up time out of our day. That's the only thing.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Alright, well. Rampage your tail.
However,
That this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed. Right, if we were able to take it down. But we do have archetypes, though.
Even so.
True. And while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized, for now anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now. Heath, let's go report in at the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Leave it to us. I want to keep exploring a little. We're going to kill everything here and make sure we've collected everything. So we'll pick this back up at the recruitment center. So one wonders if we can report this to the recruitment center in Martira, or if it has to be at the one in Grand Trad. It shouldn't have to be.
All right.
We've taken down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. 'Tis a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Heath, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Nonetheless.
And I'm now realizing that if we can't leave after fighting, we're not going to be able to do the Go-Born thing and then report it to the recruitment center.
Guess we're splitting up.
All right. So we'll probably be best off hanging out with Maria then.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah. All right, well.
All right.
We're departing tomorrow. So let's see if we can turn this in as soon as I find... There he is. Yes. Here's a reward.
We did it.
Alright, golden. Much needed cash. And our rank. Whoa, that jumped us to 300 points?
What do you think of this?
It's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from Gant Cathedral's mausoleum back at the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital is looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be a pretty reeve, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing or two. The noble on San Lumeo Street would have more details.
Oh, yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more. Alright, so the Guiabern King, we'll be taking that guy down for sure. But that's going to have to be after we get the thing set. Alright, we're going to focus on that next time. Definitely join me then for more Metaphor ReFantazio. Bye for now, guys.